Aló, aló, ¿cómo están?
Brisbane now really placing enormous pressure on the Wanderers' defence after an equaliser. They'll have it on the lead. Bretton taking his time. Into injury time, 3 minutes. Franjic. Strike, and he's scored some spectacular goals in the A-League, especially since being pushed up by Mike Mulvey. A more attacking role.
A variation from the set piece, Luke Bratton. Franjic just hanging off and making a late run.
Flick on by Tom Juric. Well defended North. Juric, body strength. Flick over the top. Under the run of Haliti, so couldn't kick him out. Michael Theo says, I've got the right to take...
He was always going to do that, wasn't he? Also, when you look at this match, you have to think also psychologically it's still Brisbane massive favourites to win the Premier's played, but you can think of the finals time as well.
North shatters into Tony Popovic. Jade North helped up to his feet by the Wanderers coach. Under from Ante Kovic.
Saved by Tony Popovic. Brisbane reacted well after conceding the equaliser. Just thought for a moment the Wanderers who came home stronger, but it's actually Brisbane that have ticked up. Mulvey will be very happy with his performance, not in a pure footballing sense. Certainly the defensive structure, they've almost got it perfectly right.
Good chance for Bratton from the set piece. Rising well with Polyak. Barisha. Here's a man for late drama.
You can see by the reaction here, they're happy with the point. Barisha going straight for the corner flag. They know a point's good enough. I think there'll be time now.
A few seconds beyond the 3 minutes added on. No, says referee Chris Griffiths-Jones, and it ends up 1-1 at Pertex Stadium. Brisbane were eyeing off their first victory against the Wanderers in Parramatta, courtesy of Besart Barisha's expertly taken goal, but it was Labanov Haliti giving the home side hope with a brilliantly taken effort of his own. That gave rise to all 3 points for the home side, but Brisbane came back. They showed their skill and their quality tonight. Yusuf Hersey was dynamic for Western Sydney, but couldn't break through. Tom Juric came on late. And Wanderers fans will go home perhaps a little bit disappointed. Final score at Pertex Stadium. Western Sydney 1, Brisbane Roar 1. Now down to Tom Tapper.
Yeah, thank you, Bash. I'm now joined by the man who scored that equaliser late in the match, Labano Haliti. Lab, pretty good time to score your first for the season, mate.
Yeah, look, I've been close a few times this year, but obviously tonight came off and went in, so it's good.
After all that, after 90 minutes, do you think maybe a point's fair enough?
Look, I thought it was a great game tonight. I think both teams had a go at each other. Obviously, they had one draw, so we'll just move on.
And after all said and done, I guess the race for the Premier's plate's still on.
Yeah, of course, but we just take one game at a time and then concentrate on next week and, yeah, basically get back on Monday and start working again.
Labano, well done. Thank you.
Cheers.
About to be joined by Brisbane captain Matty Smith. Matty, what's the feeling after that one? Disappointment to concede late, perhaps?
Disappointed to concede, but I think on the balance of play, we just couldn't match them tonight. I thought full credit must go to Western Sydney. They certainly come at us to make it very, very difficult for us. we defended very well at times, but I was very disappointed to concede like the way that we did.
It was a very physical and fiery match. Did you expect that coming into a top-of-the-table clash?
Yeah, of course. I mean, when two of the best teams in the league go for the points in a very good crowd here on a nice pitch, I've got no dramas with that. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's part of the game.
And a lot of talk before the game that's potentially, if you had to claim 3 points, you pretty much wrapped up the Premier's plate. But I guess it just maintains the status quo. You're still 7 points clear, pleased?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we're going to be pleased that we're 7 points clear, but we're not. I'm certainly not happy with the overall performance tonight. I didn't think. I thought that we had to dig deep at times, but I think that we could certainly better in a number of areas.
Matty, thank you. Well done.
Thanks.
Yeah, Matt Smith.
Where the weekend began with Atletico Madrid leading the way, ahead of usual top 2 Barcelona and Real Madrid.
At home to Villarreal, and without the suspended Cristiano Ronaldo, Real Madrid looked to Gareth Bale, and courtesy of a diabolical defensive error, he gave Los Merengues a 7th-minute lead. The Welshman then turned provider as his centre was met by Karim Benzema. The Yellow Submarine replied just before half-time through Mauro Gasper's searing strike. The second half started well for Madrid. Youngster Jesse Rodriguez with a clever finish. The quality from Villarreal's finishing continued. Giovanni Dos Santos came up with a top-shelf free kick. But in search of another, Villarreal left themselves exposed. Karim Benzema took advantage to seal the points for the home side. Struggling Almeria hosted Atletico, and the visitors got in behind the home defence early. Javi Manquillo shot from a tight angle, when the option to play in Diego Costa seemed a better one. After the first half was scoreless, a swift counter-attack from Almeria saw the Athletic defence caught out, and Alex Vidal desperately unlucky not to score, the striker shot coming off both posts. The team in red and white then got their goal from a corner taken short. Versus ambitious shot caught out Aaron Zubier to reap dividends. Athletic were unlucky to concede a penalty, and Aaron Zubier very unfortunate to be sent off after he recovered from a shocking first touch. Verza made it 2-0, ending a frustrating night on the road for Diego Simeone's men. After last week's loss to Valencia, Tata Martino left Sergio Busquets and Dani Alves on the bench for Barcelona's away trip to Sevilla. And looking to reclaim top place, it didn't start well for the Blaugrana. It fell for Alberto Moreno, who took his chance well.
And it took a deflection to get past Valdez. Alberto Moreno scores his 3rd goal of the season.
Barcelona responded to finish the first half impressively. Messi's perfectly weighted free kick found Alexis Sanchez, and with no one tracking the Chilean, he equalised. And after the rain lashed down on the Pizjuan Stadium, Messi lashed Barca ahead just before the break.
Messi buries it.
Pedro laid it off, and Messi displayed his normal levels of composure. But his second was more impressive. Iniesta's ball wasn't meant for him, but lightning feet and a lightning finish made it 3-1.
Said Leo Messi had taken a walkabout.
Messi's 11th goal of the season, a great example of execution in tight spaces. Barca's walk in the rain was complete when substitute Cesc Fabregas strolled in with a cheeky dink.
Fabregas, 4-1. It's harsh when you look at it in black and white on the page for Sevilla.
Harsh for the home side, but a return to form for Barcelona. They regained top place on goal difference from Real Madrid, with Atletico sliding to 3rd following their away loss.
And that's it for this evening, but a quick reminder of what's coming up your way right here on SBS over the next week. On Thursday FC this week joins Driller and Lucy.
And he's with Jeff Reeves.
When was that a real scrap?
Yeah, it was. Particularly the last 5 minutes. When Antonio got sent off and a long ball into the box, but we didn't start good enough today. And 2-0 down, we knew we had to dig deep, show our fighting spirit, and we've done that, and this is a massive trophy.
Why do you think you didn't start as normal? I know you were stuck in traffic, you got here a bit late. Did that contribute?
No, that's not absolutely no excuse. Just poor defending, 2 goals. It was my fault. The first goal I've let James Chester go, and then another sloppy goal. So we had to come back and try and get an early goal after they scored the 2, and we got the 2 before half time. So it was a massive result for us today.
Your 150th Premier League goal for Manchester United, was it one of your best as well?
Probably. I haven't seen it back. The ball's bounced nicely for me. I've had a goal, so it was a good goal for us. We had a good time in the game, and obviously getting the goal in the second half, and we managed to try and kill the game off, but obviously it was 10 men and it was difficult for us.
This mini revival, is it starting to become a charge?
No, I think we've had some poor results to start the season, and we're showing some real quality, I think, in the last few weeks, and we're having a go, we're fighting for each other, we're working hard, and we're ready for the challenge, and hopefully we can surprise a few people.
Okay, well, you were the Barclays man of the match today. Well done, Wayne. Cheers.
Dwight, he really is so important to this side, isn't he? David Moyes is starting to use him, isn't he? Like Sir Alex did. He played deep for a lot of today.
Well, he does, and I think that's something that Wayne Rooney has in his locker. Not too many players can do that. Drop back into midfield and use him very cleverly. At the same time, he can go forward and get you the vital goals when it needed. So he's a player that we all love at United, and I'm sure the United fans love seeing him doing the things that he does best, which is to score goals and play in the way he has played. He certainly has been the star man this season for United so far.
At the start, we talked about United's season being on a knife edge. The fine margins involved. That second half, they could easily have been 3-2 down.
It could have done. I think we can see on the highlights here, ball in from Alex Gunner again. I think it's Alex Bruce at this time, got up extremely well. A bit unfortunate for him not for the ball not to go in, but you talk about fine margin for teams doing well, and had that gone in, I'm sure that Hull would have probably gone on to win the game and probably get a result. But United is still not on the head, and from there on, United sort of.
It was only 3 minutes later this year.
Pretty much, yeah. And again, that's what United always does when teams doesn't take the chances. Again, this is poor defending from Figueroa, ball played in here at Ashley. And I felt for this kid because, this kid Chester, he got off to a bright start, scoring the first goal for Hull, and then obviously to do this
against his old club.
Against his old club.
Does Wayne Rooney play a big part in this, in the pressure he puts on him?
Well, it does, but at this level, I think, he sees this clearly, and he just got it all wrong. He could have easily cleared that, and unfortunately for him, it went in the back of the net for United.
How dangerously were the champions living at the end? It was edge of your seat stuff, wasn't it?
It was, certainly in the last 5 minutes, I'm sure with Valencia went off. But, give Hull all credit, they really dug in deep and put United on the back foot at time. This was a half a chance. I felt that he probably could have taken a touch there, but this was an
Chester again?
Yeah, great pass here. And, I think the first touch was good, but the execution was pretty wrong there. And again, this is in the dying minute of the game, fell to Alex Bruce, and unfortunately as a defender, he's not the best finisher, and you can see from that, could have easily hit the target, and it could have been all different for Hull there.
It's great here, isn't it? They've got a great crowd here, and what you've seen from Hull this afternoon, do you think they'll be okay?
I think they'll be okay. I think the important things that they can take a lot of credit from these games, the fact that they turn over Liverpool here, they put United on the back foot in the last 5 minutes and put a good game forward. I feel that the home results is important for them to go forward. They're in a very healthy position here, and I'm sure Steve Bruce will want them to continue to build and continue to play in the manner they have played this afternoon.
And United didn't help themselves at the end, though, did they? Particularly the Antonio Valencia red card. This is the first one, the first yellow card. No arguments here, Dwight?
I think he was a bit unlucky, really, because when you got it all wrong, you sort of look a little bit clumsy. But the second one, you could see he's a little bit frustrated. Yeah,
it's madness, though, isn't it?
It was a little bit harsh. But again, these are the things that comes into the game now that you've got to be very, very careful on how you react. And you react,
And the downside to that is he gave the side a problem here. They go to Norwich now, he can't play there. Jones injured, Raphael picks up an injury here. He's given his manager a problem.
He certainly does, and I'm sure when you look back, you will probably think, I've made the wrong decision there, and I'm sure the manager will quietly have a word in his ear about his behaviour on the football pitch. But I'm sure that United will take a lot of credit from the result that they've got here, the fact that they've gone 2 goals down and managed to turn that around. I think going into Norwich, they'll be quietly confident that they will get a result again.
I like Jeff Shreve's question to Wayne Rooney. He talks about, is it a revival or is it now a charge, Dwight? Here's what's coming up for Manchester United. They're going to